If you've driven down East Beltline recently, you probably noticed a brand new shiny medical facility at 3 Mile on East Beltline. That's a 120,000 foot building that's occupied by Spectrum Health. Beautiful integrated new campus with the latest in healthcare offerings, and it's been very successful. What you might not know is that it has pretty significant impacts on the commercial real estate market, and in particular on this facility, it has probably generated about 70 to 80,000 square feet of office vacancies. And so the dilemma for a lot of owners of real estate and commercial real estate agents is how are we going to fill these vacancies? How do we repurpose these buildings and get new doctors to occupy the spaces? And that's a significant trend that we'll be following for the next 2 to 3 years. This morning we are sitting in a beautiful, brand new, shiny office occupied by Colliers International. It's a great place to work and people love it. They love being in the building, they love the energy of downtown. We're spending more money per square foot than we did in the past, but that's okay because we're finding that it pays a lot of dividends to have part of the synergy and the energy, and we're seeing this throughout downtown tenants, is that the dollars aren't quite as important now because we're past the recession, people are doing a lot better and companies are doing much better financially, and they don't want to just renew their lease in the same old space. So there's demand for nice buildings, there's a demand for landlords that have invested in the properties and put in amenities like restaurants, workout clubs, facilities, that kind of thing. And that's what people are looking for.
When we took a look at the statistics from the third quarter, we were initially surprised at the fact that there has been negative absorption. And this is the first time in over 11 quarters that we've had negative absorption in the retail market. As we looked further into it, we realized that the negative absorption was due to the lack of quality inventory in our market. And when I say the market, I'm talking about the main retail corridors, Alpine, 28th Street Southeast, Rivertown Parkway, etc. The product's not there. There is extremely high demand from national retailers and restaurants that want to locate here, but the product's not there. The developers are working very hard to bring new product into the market. However, the site cost and development costs in these areas is skyrocketing. So when that happens, those costs are pushed through to the tenants. And we are now seeing new construction multi-tenant buildings coming out of the ground demanding over $40 a square foot, and retailers and restaurants begging to be there. One of the most amazing projects going on in our market right now is the Tanger Outlet Mall, south of Grand Rapids on 131. This is solidifying Grand Rapids and West Michigan as a major retail hub. Not every town gets a Tanger Outlet Mall, and it's our understanding during construction the mall is almost fully leased. We're expecting opening in late 2015. As developers continue to push forward, there are projects that are nearing completion. The Cabela's and Target anchored project in Grandville is almost finished. They have a new multi-tenant building that's coming out of the ground. It'll be Panda Express's first location in the Grand Rapids market. Dave & Buster's announced they're going to be renovating the former Barnes & Noble across from Center Point Shops. They're going to have about a 26,000 adult entertainment center there. That is a big that is a big benefit for our market. Across from that, at Center Point Shops that recently sold, there are new retail centers coming out of the ground that are completely leased prior to the start of construction, demanding very high rents.
The third quarter continued trends that we've seen for the last couple of years here in West Michigan. Decreased vacancy and increased absorption. So third quarter saw about 120,000 square feet of industrial space absorbed, dropping our vacancy rate down to 6.5%. The 6.5% is actually, in reality, probably much lower when it comes to Class A and just Class B buildings alone. That vacancy rate is more like 1 to 2%. So we're in dire need of newer, functional manufacturing space in West Michigan. Some of the newer deals that we've seen in the third quarter include Inglass, an Italian automotive supplier, building a new facility down in Byron Center, brand new manufacturing facility for automotive windows. Another new building is at US of Holland's new 110-door terminal down in Byron Center as well. Byron Center's been a very hot area the past year or so. We also have the 280,000 square foot Alliance Beverage building almost complete in the southeast side right along M6. It's the big building that you can see right near Patterson Avenue when you're driving by. The 75,000 square foot manufacturing spec building on Soundtech Court. That's going to be in very high demand once it's complete in the springtime, just because it's so unique, being the only larger single-user spec building in the market right now that it's going to include nice office space, heavy power, good clear heights, precast construction. It's going to be a very, very nice facility once it's complete. We've also got the new Chinese automotive wheel manufacturer going into the former solar plant in Greenville. They're going to bring up to 300 jobs up there, massive infrastructure investments, another automotive supplier that's going to do very well for the Greenville area. So these are just an example of some expansions that are happening. There's many, many smaller companies that are adding 5 jobs here, 10 jobs there. A lot of it's automotive related, but a lot of it's not as well. There's still huge growth in food manufacturing, all the support type of companies that come out for not just automotive and food, but all kinds of the mix of manufacturing in West Michigan. So we look forward to wrapping up the year in fourth quarter, and we'll see you next time.